This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. We're going to continue taking a look at the brand new cards from Evolving Skies. We're all pretty excited about the set, and I decided that since rotation isn't happening yet for another 2 weeks, we'll be playing with the regular decks. I thought I would just focus on post-rotation, but with POG happening soon, I figured why not focus on the current format, and then we'll focus on post-rotation right after that. So today we're going to be taking a look at SYLVEON VMAX Rapid Strike card. Really cool attacks, Precious Touch. We don't have any Psychic Energies in this deck, so we're not going to be utilizing at all. But Max Harmony does 70 damage plus 30 more for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. So obviously we're going to be playing a wide variety of different types of Pokemon. We have Fighting, right, which is great with Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, also a Rapid Strike Pokemon like Sylveon, so we can utilize the Rapid Strike energy for both. Gale Thrust, pretty powerful. G-Max Rapid Flow, pretty powerful attack as well, doing 120 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, finishing off something that Sylveon might have hit before. We also have Octillery, Rapid Strike Search, obviously searching for Rapid Strike cards, always good, especially to get those energies. And then we'll use Moltres, Galarian Moltres V as well, since the attack cost of Sylveon is pretty permissive, and that it costs 3 colorless. We can utilize Dire Flame Wings, get energy into play, transfer it over with Energy Switch, or just have Galarian Moltres as a counter to Shadow Rider. So we have the big 3 types right now, Dark, Fighting, and Psychic to counter other big decks, which is really nice. We'd only be missing like Metal to counter all of the big decks, really. And then we have Ditto as an extra colorless type and can serve as a third Moltres, an extra Urshifu, an extra Sylveon even, a backup Cricketune if we need to. We have Grass and Lightning with the support Pokemon, so a lot of versatility here, which is awesome. And then Sylveon B has the fantastic ability Dream Gift. Once in your turn, you may search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then you shuffle your deck, and your turn does end. So we're going to be utilizing that ability probably to search for the Ribbon Badge when attached to a card that has Sylveon in its name, and you're knocked out. Your opponent takes 1 less price card, effectively making Sylveon VMAX a 2 price VMAX, which is pretty cool, because then you can focus on 2 Sylveons and then stab your opponent to 1 or something of the sort. Supporters wise, nothing super new. We have Research, Marnie, and Boss as staples. We do have a copy of Karina's Path that we can search for with Octillery, which is great. And then we have a lot of Pokemon Search or switching cards. The Energy Switch that I mentioned, energy to, searchable ways for energy with Viridian Forest, along with helping us discarding the Darkness energies. And then Tower of Waters is a searchable retreat for our Rapid Strike cards. This list was created by Stefan Ivanov, so props to him for building it. We'll be giving it a try. Maybe we'll make some changes, but I generally, like, I sat down, I looked at the list, and I couldn't come up with any special or particular changes at the time. You know. All right. All right. Let's go first. And not the best start. No Sylveon or Urshifu to attach to, unfortunately. We will get a mulligan, but seeing now that we're up against Shadow Rider, we're probably just gonna mostly focus on Moltres. Take our top deck, or our mulligan rather. We will get an energy into a discard pile, which is nice. We'll go ahead and delete this, and we're actually up against SKRCHON. He's a good friend of mine from Mexico, so pretty cool to see him, yeah, to go up against him. All right, so we'll go ahead and do this, and then I figured I might as well retreat, right, with the stadium, and then we'll go ahead and use Dream Gift. I discarded my ribbon, which is obviously not ideal, so I reckon Incense is a card to grab here. I don't see why not. Gets me the Sylveon, allows me to start applying pressure, so pretty good start overall. No complaints from me. The Dedenne thankfully got us our basic Pokemon. Alright, so we see Trevnor getting played down. Interesting choice, right? Definitely an interesting choice. See the Quick Ball. Discarding the Psychic. Grabbing the Calyrex. And passing. Not much else for my opponent. I do top deck another Incense, which is nice, because then that allows me to make sure I can grab energy if I need to. I don't need to use the energy switch. I'd rather keep this Dark onto the Moltres, which is pretty cool. But I'm not going to use my ability yet, because I don't know what I'm going to draw here. So we'll figure it out as we go. Okay, so I don't get energy. So I will have to search for energy, guaranteed, right? Absolutely need the energy right here. And then I'm gonna bench the Sylveon. And I reckon we're gonna Quick Ball for, I wanna say the other Moltres, but actually Ditto is a better choice to maximize the damage for SYLVEON VMAX. Yeah, Max Harmony, take the KO. I didn't need this to maximize the damage this turn to get the KO, but might as well, you know, might as well. Getting that Darkness energy from the prize cards, maybe you could make an argument that I really shouldn't have. That I shouldn't have used the Quick Ball. Now I could discard the Dark and Dire Flame Wings on the energy. We'll see. Yeah, we shall see. We might just get Marnied and Night Watch this turn. There's a Marnie. However, I do have Octillery to search for Karina's Path, which I have not yet used, which is awesome. Which I have absolutely not used. All right. And we see a pass. Okay. Unfortunately, I have no way to discard the energy at this point in time. I can, however, grab the other SYLVEON VMAX. I'm not going to evolve just yet, though. And we're just going to go ahead and pressure. My opponent's having a slowish start, right? Not the super overwhelming start that Shadow Rider usually gets. See the Fog Crystal. See the Shadow Rider Calyrex. There's the attachment. Ordinary Rod. I'm guessing we're gonna see a research right here. I feel like if I'm able to knock out this Shadow Rider, I'm gonna be in such a good position, right? I believe my Karina's Path is priced, so that's not ideal. My opponent does play the boss onto the Moltres. That could be problematic, except not really. Okay. So I honestly think it's better to just retreat here and take a knockout with this Sylveon, and then just use Dire Flame Wings again, dedicate the energy right here. and just go ahead and max Harmony, because I'm not scared of this guy. Moltres can just one-shot anything. My opponent will need another boss and the GX attack only to delay my win. And yeah, I think this is as close to checkmate as it will get. Even a stamp to 1 doesn't help my opponent at this point in time. So I don't know what my opponent could do here. Well, I guess stamp to 1 plus the GX with Path to the Peak. Maybe. Like I said, I do have Karina's Focus, guaranteed no matter what. So as long as I can find a Dark or a Viridian Forest, then it's absolutely game. Does go for the Pale Moon, which is the correct play, but I do have the switch and I do have the Viridian. So there we go. And there's a victory. Yeah, we see the concession. I just got too far ahead too quickly. And I had the Moltres, right? I absolutely had the Moltres threat. Without the Moltres threat, I feel like I could have... Like, instead of... If I hadn't been able to power up the Moltres, as I did, I definitely had enough time to power up a secondary threat. So when that happened, I had Karina's Focus to recover. My opponent didn't even Night Watch. So the chance of me drawing out of it were much higher. And then just being able to retreat that turn would have been really good. Or eventually finding boss to chase down the Crobat would have been enough. So, all right. What a hand with a triple research. I'm glad I am mulliganing this away. I am actually really glad I am mulliganing this away. Okay. No energy. So I might just have to dead a change here. We do see we're up against a Sylveon mirror match. So with that in mind, I definitely think we're gonna avoid the Urshifu, and we are going to go ahead and dead a change. Absolutely. Losing the 3-2 porters, not ideal. I didn't get energy. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Yeah, I did not get energy. I guess I can establish Krigatun. I mean, I can draw a card with Krigatun, I guess. And hope to draw an energy. Please. Any energy. Nope. Alright. So Dream Gift for... I mean, I feel like Moltres might actually end up taking a hit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the ribbon badge here. Really unfortunate that I didn't find any energy whatsoever. But it just has the ribbon badge immediately. And the capture. So this is really bad news. Any advantage that I had from going first is now completely gone. Completely gone. That really sucks. Cheryl, interesting. I like the Cheryl with the Blaziken VMAX. I actually do like it. Alright, so we're gonna see a dead change. My opponent doesn't have any lack of energy. Right. Yeah, the game might just be over because of that lack of energy attachment right there. If I could just overwhelmingly pressure my opponent, like I could, I'm not threatening a knockout, that's the issue. I am absolutely not threatening a knockout at all. Now we need a really difficult combination of cards by top decking a darkness and then going research. And now I need a stadium on top of things. Playing Path to a Peak when you're playing these two, questionable. And Ditto and Eldegoss. Interesting. Okay. I mean, might as well, right? Just then, right here, go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and do this, and we'll go ahead and research. I can get the combination. I needed. Jeez, now I'm dead drawing. I needed a lot. I guess. Not gonna play the stadium, so I'll just go ahead and pass here. All right, double ruin badge, incense. Yeah, not a single whiff for my opponent. I had just been able to attach an energy on turn 1. This game would be completely different. Completely different. They are down 1 double. What? Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, this is not good at all. Not good at all. And now my ribbon might actually be a misplay, because they take 2 prizes and then they take another 2 instead of 3, so I can't stamp them. Okay. Okay, so I honestly think keeping their stadium now is, like, in play is actually better for me. Price my other SYLVEON. Price my other SYLVEON right here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the Urshifu. That will be my different type. And I'll go ahead and max Harmony. Seriously? What? Wow, dude. Yeah, the game's absolutely over. The game is absolutely over. My opponent has not missed a single beat, and the one energy is the big difference maker here. It absolutely is the big difference maker. And I have no backup attacker, right? I have no backup attacker. This guy gets wrecked. I would have needed a boss's orders here to do damage here. And then maybe finish them both off with the Rapid Strike Urshifu. That would have been my only chance. But that is not possible anymore. And I'm going to get wrecked, so I'm just gonna go ahead and concede so I can showcase the deck better. My opponent drew perfectly. I missed 1 energy. That was the difference, you know? That was all the difference in that game. I lost the advantage of going first. Couldn't find any of my energies or my stadiums after the dead change. And my opponent didn't whip anything, so... Yeah, in 4 turns game, when games last 4 or 5 turns, you whiff 1 thing, you're out of the game, so... What can you do? Right. Just needed 1 freaking energy and that was it. That was literally just 1 energy. Just 1 energy. It sucks. It really sucks. I don't personally like losing ever, but it really sucks to the point where like you didn't get outplayed. You just got outdrawn by not finding an energy in the top 14 cards of your deck. That's what happened. That's all that happened. That is all that happened. And then we got this beautiful hand. By beautiful, I mean horrible. Okay, well that fixes it. So let's get Sylveon, which we can attach the energy to. And then off of my ability, apparently I prized both my tool cards, the ribbon and the ribbon and the air balloon. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a switch to be able to promote the Sylveon and start attacking with it. That is the plan. Right. So we'll see what our opponent has in store for us. It's Malamar. Okay. It is Malamar. To see Karina's focus. Fionn could be annoying for us. Okay, so I mean, at least we have a knockout, right? And that top deck also gets me energy, which is nice. Let's go ahead and research all of this away. And we do find Sylveon, which is nice. We do find Sylveon, which is nice. This is a pretty good hand overall. Like, that was a really, really good draw. So let's go ahead and reinforce away the dark. Grab another dark. And I'll bench the Moltres. We'll attach the dark to active. We'll do this. And then I have the threat of the Urshifu. And I'll go ahead and max Harmony, take the first prize card. I don't want to discard this energy. I definitely want to power up Rapid Strike Urshifu with it next turn. So we'll see the Incense for Octillery. I definitely don't expect to be one-shot here. Never say never, but I don't expect to be one-shot. My opponent also playing an Intillion line. Interesting. Karina's path. Focus. Fionn. I definitely think it's the Moltres, because I can retreat the Moltres by attaching, retreating, and then I get the energy back. So I think this is fine. And I think, just like in a different game where I chased down the support Pokemon, I think this turn, I just chased down the Octillery. Remove that resource for my opponent. I think that's definitely the play. Or the Moltres could go down, right? But at least Moltres, like, it requires more cards on the Ditto and the Urshifu, so. If I tank the hit, that's good enough for me. If I get KO'd, I get KO'd. That requires all 6 cards to be Rapid Strike cards. And so far we only know of 1. And now it's impossible. And it's only 80 damage, perfect. Alright, so with that in mind, I think I'm gonna get rid of the research since I do have the Dene. Just grab the Dark, attach it, retreat, go ahead and Dire Flame Wings, get that energy back, bench the Sylveon, and go boss. As I mentioned, I was about to not do it, and that would have been bad. So now with the Artillery Gun, maybe my opponent was counting on a Karina's Focus for next turn to do something, and now that option is no longer there. So that's good for me, right? That is good for me. Okay. Psychic Energy. Professor's Research. All right. Could be getting knocked out. Not super likely. 2 Remorates down is definitely good for me. And we've seen Drizzle and Inteleon, but no Sobbles yet. Which is very peculiar, and then my opponent gives us a well played and decides to concede. So Sylveon is definitely performing better than I thought it would, and our loss in this video was to another Sylveon deck, so I don't know. Like, I didn't rank Sylveon too high, but I do like the versatility that this list offers, and I like my opponent's list as well with the Blaziken. Like, Blaziken as a metal type counter onto the Zacians. I like that, you know? I definitely like that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry for all the technical issues I've been having. I'm working on correcting them. I'm still digging through, like, why OBS ends up what's the word? Ends up like freezing at different points, which a lot of you are noting. I don't know what's causing it. I'm trying to figure it out. I might just have to reboot my whole computer. But yeah, thanks so much for bearing with me. Thanks so much for the support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.